Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Well, this is an opportunity, this solstice, the 20th of December, to offer you a reading of the year to come, 2021. Heaven knows that we all want to get rid of this last year. I, for one, everyone does. But there are so many new things coming up for you, Cancer. And one way is to be guided a little bit by the reading that I'm offering, the magical reading that I'm offering. This is my way of using the solstice magic and to make magic for you. So enjoy it, like the intro says. Put your feet up and enjoy it, and I'll be back soon. Okay, Cancer, let's see how the year will unfold for you. For people who have been around on my channel for a while, you know, if you look under the playlist forecasts, yearly forecasts, you'll find how I do these readings at the end of the year in December usually. I use this deck, which is a Lenormand Oracle card deck, and I spread a mini grand tableau, which I will show you right now. And I'll divide the year into 4 periods, 4 trimesters, and then I'll talk about different domains in your life. Every place here, every card is held in a house, falls on a house that has a certain meaning, and I'll discuss that in a little while. Now, let's start with the trimester, January, February, March. January, February, March is a moment, Cancer, that you have, you come in to the year in January with much love in your heart, much love in your heart. And the greater you have the possibility of extending that love, the happier you are, of course. But there is a cloud that's reigning over that little parade of yours, and it has to do with probably someone leaving momentarily or someone not being there for you all the entire time, and so they may be a person who comes and goes. This is the trimester, January, February, and March too, where you will be having to deal with institutions, which could be banks, municipalities, legal systems, the courts, universities, schools, for one reason or another, and that process is going to be insidious. That will drive you crazy, Cancer, because I hope I didn't say Gemini. I said Cancer. This is Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. And that will drive you crazy, Cancer, because you know, one day you get an answer to your issue, the next day you're not sure that you've understood, and then you have to go back. And so it's this going back and forth and back and forth. The entire 3 months is going to be like that, but it kicks off with that very heartfelt love that you have that's spilling over from the holiday season. Now, the next trimester, April, May, June, what do we see? We see a system, we see a situation of greater balance. Those of you who have a job and who work are really believing for once in your life that you're doing the right thing. I'm finally in a place that I like. Those of you who are not working, or housewives, or people who are taking a break, or are staying out of work for a while to enjoy their life, maybe they have taken time off, you still get the feeling that the more time that you have for yourself, the better it is. You're not afraid any longer to be alone. It's as if you're starting to make friends with yourself. You're starting to feel that, hey, I'm not that bad. I can get used to living like this, living on my own, by myself. It's not that bad. And your sense of security is buttressed because of that, grows, and it becomes stronger because of that sensation. Not only, you're starting to feel this whole period, April, May, June, when you're getting into the months half at the end of the halfway mark of the year, toward that period, you start to feel that your sense of security was something that you were missing in all of your life. And now that it has returned, you know that not only are you guided, Cancer, but you feel that you can guide others too. It's as if you can become volunteers because you know that people have had the same issues that you have in the past, and you're in a position where you can guide them. This is how you feel. The third trimester, July, August, and September, we have a situation here where you get the impression that things are hidden from you. Things are hidden from you, and you always think the worst. You think that, oh my God, I didn't get my tests, my blood tests yet. Why are they holding them up? What's going on? Or you're thinking, this is not, if they're not getting back to me, something's wrong here. There's something afoot, And you become more apprehensive in that trimester, July, August, and September. You get a little bit more anxiety ridden, and you become, and I hate to say it, but watch out for this. And this is what readings are for, because they help you to steer clear of certain potential things that may happen. If you know that this is a possibility for you, take it to heart, and maybe you can choose another path. But what I was going to say is, in that 3-month period, July, August, and September, is when that anxiety that seeps into you, Cancer. I knew I was going to get that wrong. That anxiety that seeps in, Cancer, is going to put you in a situation of being not giving other people trust, not trusting in others, and putting you in a situation of watching your back. So it's a 3-month period that really makes you take a step back in relation to that warm love that was felt in the beginning of the year from the holiday season. Now, the last trimester, Cancer, October, November, December, we have a very a different trend. We see you being more in the public, but also being in a position of wanting to make decisions, going back, and as if it were the first time in your life ever that you could take a decision on your own, not leaning towards what anybody else thinks, not even asking their either permission or their suggestions. And so you want to start taking decisions alone in relation to a trip, in relation to movement, in relation to going somewhere. And this is a period, Cancer, where you might think of even changing houses, even changing homes, looking to sell your home or change your apartment, renting somewhere else, but definitely thinking of home is a lot. Towards the end of the year 2021 is when you're going to start thinking that maybe, I feel confident enough, Cancer, that I could take my home and move it. I can go somewhere else. And this is a big step for you, Cancer, a big step for you. Home truly is where your heart is, and you don't want to, you're not a person who does that kind of thing, moving house easily. So let me now take a look at the houses. Each card here stands for a house before I talk about it. And then, okay, now, Cancer, the area of your life that has to do with beginnings and endings. Here I have this beautiful card, the heart, and on the beginnings and endings, something old is leaving you and something new comes to you. You are never without affection in 2021, which is a very interesting closing door, sliding doors effect, one opening and one closing. Then the area of life that concerns surprises. You're you're going to get a renewed sense, and this is a surprise, of balance the year 2021. Because it has been several years, 2, 3 really, that you were off your game. And here is when you start to get it back. You're in the game again. Then the endings, true endings here have to do with anything that's hidden, anything that's secretive. They are out and gone forever. You're more above board, you're more face to face, you're more taking concrete, clear, transparent decisions. And in terms of the decision-making process, that has to do with oral communication. Cancer 2021 will start seeing you being a more eye-to-eye person, a more sit-down, let's talk person, a more confrontational in a good way. Then we have the area of work and livelihood. This is something that will come and go. The feeling was, yes, this is good one day, bad the next day. Oh, do I like doing this job? Should I get another job? Should I have another career? Should I do, so it's tossing it up. But all in all, like I said, balance comes into your life the year 2020, and you stay put. The area having to do with actual surprises is an area that you embrace, not someone to generally accept or call on, or wanting surprises because they worry you at times. This year, you are ready for surprises. You are more of an adventuresome type of person in 2021, Cancer. You sort of have you've donned a new cape. You have a new magic wand, and it's different for you this year. The area of guidance, actual finding guidance, here you are no longer in a position of wanting to go after and ask people for guidance. Here you want to be the one to make the decisions, and you want to do it, like I said, in a sit-down process, face to face and eye to eye. Then when we talk about the area of home, this is, again, it's pointing, the cards they keep repeating. This is something new. It's as if you want to change homes. You were looking for a new place to stay. You're looking for a new place to call your home, where to hang your hat. And it looks like that's going to happen in 2021. Then we have the area of public life, your public life. Your public life has to do with things that you need to take care of with institutions. It could involve hospitals, universities, schools, banks, different types of institutions. And where you need documentation from them, you need consultation from them, and it has to do with your public life. So let's say you want a divorce and be making yourself again, putting yourself on the market again, and that is you have to go through the motions. You have to see a lawyer. You have to go through the courts. You have to go through, institutions and that to make that happen. That's an example. Cancer, there's the area also of obstacles in the year 2021. Every sign has obstacles. We all have obstacles in our life. But obstacles to overcome for you, Cancer, have to do with your sense of security. You feel prone to become blue. And especially when you want to feel secure and safe. And that always poses for you in the year 2021 an obstacle, because you very rarely get the sensation that, okay, now I'm done, I can sit pretty and I don't have to work anymore, or I can, relax, put my feet up. But that doesn't happen, because of an excess desire for a sense of security. It becomes an obstacle. Even if you have all the security you need, it seems that you strive for it nonetheless. Now, decisions that you make have to do with decisions that you need to make cause you much concern and anxiety and agitation and even though you like to make the decision-making process on a one-to-one basis, eye to eye, sit down, nonetheless, it makes anxiety seep in to your life, Cancer, into your bones, I would say. Now, the area that concerns nuisances and problems, it does have to do with moving. It does have to do with even traveling. Like I said, it looks like there is a move towards the end of the year, actually, for you, Cancer. And that is an issue that you never want to face, but you will be doing it willingly this year. But you're not going to hide the fact that, yes, it's causing me difficulty. Yes, it's a decision that I'm going to make nonetheless, but I can hide it from others, how anxiety-ridden I am concerning that. Then we have the area that has to do with something hidden. Something hidden is your belief that everyone is out to get you, or as you turn the corner, you can see a trap and fall into a hole. Your fears are hidden out of your choice. You hide your fears, but you and you alone, Cancer, know they're there, and you don't want to share that with others. And this is interesting because it seems to be a reaction to what happened the year before in 2020. And now you're trying to put remember I talked about a new magic wand, a new magic cloak that you don. And this is the reason for that. So you see that one false move, you're thinking, Cancer, and things can go wrong, Then we have the area that has to do with written communication. Now, I have to say that written communication involves, and don't get me wrong here, or don't make fun, I'm not making light of this, but written communication involves you sending love letters or messages or tweeting or chatting or something written, but it all has to do with pairing up, getting together, telling people how you feel, and you use the written medium with that area of your life. Whereas we did say oral communication has to do with decisions that you have to make. This, when you talk of love, you put it black on white. Now, the male influences in your life. Male influences are that side of you. We have this yin and yang, this anima, animus, both sides. The animus here is a very strategic side. You're being very, very strategic. Your male side is strong when it's strategizing. And there'll be a lot of that in 2021. Now, the female influences, well, your female side and all that is feminine, and the women in your life or females that have to do, and they spin around a home, the home, your home. So the home for you, Cancer, is female. And you embrace that because that is your domain, actually, Cancer. I do hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Cancer friends. And please forgive me if I slipped and said Gemini. You know that this is for you. So have a wonderful, happy holiday season and new year. And namaste. And until we read together again, bye-bye, Cancer. Bye-bye.